Well, we all know that so many of the biggest films being released, the heroes that kids follow and the merchandise that parents buy for their children, they all really do have the origins in comic books.
Oh, and because comics are all about the artwork, at this year's Comic-Con Africa, they focused on illustration as an international career and how to get that message to young South Africans with talent.
The world of comic books and animation has been gaining traction fast in South Africa over the past couple of years, and that is why Comic-Con 2019 is all about exciting comic book lovers as well as encouraging aspiring artists to explore their full potential by exposing them to only the best in the game.
Those who read and watch comic books, series, games or movies are an international community of tens of millions whose strongest sense of shared identity is with fellow fans.
Ku, I must say I'm absolutely loving the new venue for Comic-Con this year. What do you think it is about this event that attracts so many people?
It's just a place to be yourself, right? The place to showcase everything you love about your entertainment, whether that's zombies, whether that's comic book, whether that's Japanese anime, whether that's video game, Fortnite, you name it. And you get to meet other people that are into the same thing you are.
A highlight this year has to be the comic book and animation section. Can you talk to us more about it?
Comic book, is the foundation of so much of today's entertainment, right? The Aquaman and the Avengers of the world, the great TV shows, great video game, but so many of them, you started off as comic books. So we really feel like we want to feature comic book artists from all over the world. So we got international artists here and really feature artists from South Africa and artists from different countries all over the African continent.
What we've done is we've listened to our fans. So we've given everybody more space, we've moved into a bigger venue. Our artist alley is 3 times as big as it was last year, with 11 international comic book authors and artists that have come from all over the globe. And what I really love about that is our local talent. They're really starting to get their place on the global stage, and that's amazing. We've got amazing talent in this country.
Apps which activate animation are the latest innovation in viewing comics on a smartphone, making for a more interactive experience with the work of creators like Ray Witcher.
Ray, what are you going to be bringing to Comic-Con 2019?
I've got 2 comics that I've made at the moment. So I've got this title here called Wanton. Wanton is actually a really interesting story about a father and son pair of Sangoma that are actually battling a horde of Tokolosh. I like to make my stories as South African as possible, and I've also situated it as a very Joburg sort of comic. So it actually follows on with this title, Spook. Spook is also is based in Joburg, but he's sent off to assassinate an evil witch, and he gets taught a very mean lesson. Both Spook and Wanton use South African languages. It's not just an English comic. So Spook's very much Afrikaans, and Wanton is mostly actually spoken in Sotho. And the reason being is that I wanted it to be an authentic South African experience, so not just a normal old comic that you'd expect to read when you buy it off the shop. So rather something that can speak to the people that live here.
Terence, you're a digital artist. Talk to us a little bit about why you decided to follow this career.
So Gus's sketchbook is trying to introduce this visual development world into the townships, encouraging young kids to get into the art career, visual development, fashion, just to show them that there's so much in the arts in terms of like the careers you can venture into. So that's a project myself and Panda started just to introduce it to the hood. The world is ready to see authentic African visual development from characters, stories. I always say drawing from your own backgrounds, telling your own stories so people can relate to your stories.
My favorite work would have to be my new Harlequin and Poison Ivy covers that I've just completed. They're going to be releasing on the 9th of October at comic stores. So what I'm enjoying most about being a part of Comic-Con Africa 2019 is just the energy, the people here, like just everybody being in their elements with just the excitement. Also, you know, the guest artists and just being around fans, just seeing how far also my artwork has been able to sort of reach.
Guys, how long did it take you to get ready and prepare all of this?
Well, we had to have our face molded about early in the week, so about a week, 5 days. And then today it took us the whole morning from 7 o'clock up until 1:30 just to get all our makeup and everything done.
Well, basically, we have died and come back to life. And as you can see, there is a rat coming through my best friend's dad's head.
Talk to us more about your character.
So Pennywise is actually from the 1990s. He's actually a book. He's based on a book. And it's just about an evil clown, which is not his real form, but he preys on young kids because of their fear, and he eats them.
And how long did it take you to get ready?
So it only took me 10 minutes because it's just 3 different pieces. So it was really easy, really convenient, and yeah, worth it.
You're here with tens and thousands of other people who are also just into pop culture, just into expressing themselves, whether that's in cosplay, which is a cool t-shirt, or just want to watch other people play a video game. This is your people. You know, talk to them, make friends. You know, that's what Comic-Con is all about. It's a gathering.
As fans, we might be surprised at how many of our illustrators and artists make a living creating comic art on the international stage. And here's to many more joining them.